It doesn't matter where you live, every kid has this desire to be loved. Every kid has this desire to find out what the future might hold for them.
They're looking for meaning. They're looking for purpose. They're looking for eternal significance, even if they don't know it.
Northwest Arkansas Young Life is, at its core, concerned adults moving into the teenage culture.
We work with the church to reach out to kids who would never come to church.
Our desire is that kids would have the opportunity to spend time with adults and come to know the love of Jesus in the process of doing that.
And we do that by going where kids are. We go into their world.
We spend hundreds of hours spending time with them in the hopes of building trust with them.
We'll go to wherever kids happen to be. We've been to football practices, basketball games, cheer practice, choir concerts, band performances, and school plays. We've taken lots of bike rides and have been to plenty of coffee shops.
Lately, though, it's looked a little different. COVID-19 has changed the way we do personal relational ministry. What hasn't changed is our focus on building relationships.
Now we're showing up on Zoom calls, going live on social media, making more phone calls, FaceTime chats, and watch parties. We're going to keep going wherever kids are in this crazy season, just walking through life with them.
We don't criticize, we don't judge, we just accept them for who they are. We hear crazy stories and we offer some of our own.
Going to where kids are is not something that you do once a week or even once a month. It's something that you do day in and day out.
In person if we can, wearing a mask if we have to. We'll follow social distancing guidelines, but we won't let this virus keep us from connecting with kids.
That's what we teach our leaders. And they say, well, it wasn't a great event, or I didn't exactly know what to say. And we say, well, go again. And we just keep showing up. We stay consistent.
Because our consistency and faithfulness will lead to trust, and it's only when trust is built that we get a chance to sit down with a kid and share the greatest news in the world, that the God of the universe loves them for who they are.
Young Life Club is controlled chaos.
We have a great event once a week. We do music and skits, and it's full of crazy games. Crazy characters acting wild and just getting messy. Just enjoying being a kid, and it's so much fun.
It's all pointing towards and building toward being able to hear the gospel in a unique, fun way.
These days, club looks a little different. We wear masks and stay 6 feet apart. But behind the mask are smiles and leaders who care.
We still have fun with kids, whatever the guidelines are. We will adhere to them and create events where kids can be kids, where they can laugh and enjoy spending time with each other.
Young Life Camp is kids going all in, having the time of their life in some of the most beautiful places in the country.
You get a chance to go somewhere for a week where you can experience things for the first time. Young Life Camp is the best week of the year.
The beauty of Young Life Camp is it gets the kids out of crazy environments and allows them to be in a place where they can really hear from God.
This summer, a few camps ran smoothly under social distancing guidelines, and God met kids in the middle of all of it. Next summer, we hope to help kids experience life to the full, even if there are new guidelines in place. We will do whatever it takes for kids to experience Young Life Camp.
Campaigners is for kids who want to take their relationship with the Lord deeper.
I'm trying to learn what it looks like to follow Christ, and Campaigners is a place where I can ask questions and be honest about my journey with Jesus.
You see their lives change, and you see them change directly related to their drinking in of the gospel.
We meet in small groups throughout Northwest Arkansas to take kids deep into gospel discussions and scripture. We believe in opening the Word together. We believe it changes their lives.
Every kid has a right to hear about Jesus Christ in a way that they understand.
If they respond to the gospel, that's incredible, and we want to help them grow in their faith.
And if they say no, we're still going to love them. We just want to keep showing up. It's what Jesus does.
So many people and organizations write off teenagers these days.
You see kids who have lots of potential, and you can see it in them. You see a beautiful and a bold potential in them, but they can't see it themselves.
We get to know them and call them by name, just like God knows us and calls us by name. It doesn't get any sweeter than that.
For me to be a part of that journey with them is a huge privilege.
You see, I want to go, you know what? You're worth it. I'm going to chase after you. I love you. I'm going to text you. I'm going to call you. I'm going to FaceTime you. We're going to go grab a Sonic drink. We're going to go get coffee. We'll sit 6 feet apart. I'll wear a mask. I don't care, whatever it takes. Because one day I hope to get the chance to look at you and say that the God of the universe knows your name. And he cares deeply about you. And my hope is that you'll understand and you'll see yourself the way that he sees you. And we're going to keep showing up and chasing because he chases after us.
We couldn't think of a better message than to continue to enter the world of kids and share the good news about Jesus. So I want to ask you to join with us in sharing that good news. Because without you, we can't do it. A year ago, 500 of us gathered at Harbor High School in Springdale for the annual Young Life Banquet. Who would have guessed what 2020 would bring? But in the middle of it all, our God is unchanging. In the middle of it all, Jesus desires friendship with us. What the world is crying out for, what this generation is crying out for, really can only be found in Jesus. True peace, lasting reconciliation, real life, which is why Young Life exists, to keep chasing after kids who are looking for that kind of life, but are confused and don't know where to find it. So I want to ask you, I want to invite you to be part of what God is doing in Northwest Arkansas through Young Life. We believe every kid in middle school and junior high, in high school, and on the college campuses deserves to hear the truth about Jesus. Would you consider making a generous gift to Northwest Arkansas Young Life? Would you be part of our team? Our goal for this event is $70,000. Would you be part of reaching that goal? Would you consider being a part of our ongoing monthly support team? Would you give $1 a day, $31 a month, to help change the lives of kids like Seth and Janaea? Would you consider making a generous one-time gift? Would you give $500, $1,000? Would you give $5,000 to help reach this generation with the good news about Jesus? If you scroll below this video, you will find the information you need to make your donation and invest in the lives of kids. On behalf of the kids, the volunteers, and the staff of Northwest Arkansas Young Life, I want to thank you. Thank you for being part of what God is doing in this generation in Northwest Arkansas.